Have you ever woken up and felt as if the whole wealthy coins universe had suddenly changed to the owners of Shiba Inu? That is precisely what transpired today. There was a brief period when it appeared like business as usual, charts moving, traders rushing, and the customary X and Telegram banter. However, Coinbase then did something that no one anticipated. The ripple effect reached every part of the Shiba Inu community within a few hours. One notification was all it took to start. Trackers for whales sent out signals. Coinbase has identified some unusual activities. Many initially disregarded it, because after all, whales constantly trade tokens. Correct, it wasn't however a routine whale action. Indeed, there were Shiba Inu tokens totaling hundreds of billions. There was a pattern to the billions of dollars flowing into and out of Coinbase wallets that no one could decipher. Even experienced traders had to check their displays twice because of the massive numbers. Group chats began exchanging screenshots in a matter of minutes. "Did you see this?" was a common question. "Could this be a glitch? Will Shiba Inu get delisted from Coinbase? When will there be a huge pump and a crash?" Emotions ran high with unpredictability. Everyone was in agreement, even if some sought to ease the panic and some made it worse. The actual drama started when something major happened. Some users were unable to sell or withdraw their Shiba Inu from Coinbase. According to reports on Reddit and X, there was a halt in transactions. The sale orders vanished. Nobody from customer service spoke up. It seemed like the whole conversation had froze for a few hours. Holders watched helplessly as the price began to fluctuate drastically. Was Coinbase secretly getting ready for something big, or was it just a technical glitch? As the speculation intensified, a handful of vigilant users detected an anomaly on the blockchain. It wasn't just any random whale's wallet that moved all those tokens. There were a few of them who have dealt with Coinbase's hot wallets before. Some even featured known addresses of the development team and links to wallets linked to earlier listings on exchanges. Coordinatedness was the key word here. The pattern just wouldn't budge. All the while, the market was in utter disarray. The price of Shiba Inu would skyrocket, fall and then skyrocket again whenever a large transfer occurred on the blockchain. The scene was reminiscent of a tremendous, unpredictable, and hard-to-miss hurricane. While short-term investors were waiting for the market to crash, long-term holders were attempting to figure out if they were going to see history made or broken. However, the numbers didn't tell the whole story. The Shiba Inu development team mysteriously stopped communicating. Nothing from Satoshi, no cryptic memes, no tweets and no Discord updates. The abrupt quiet was shocking for a project that was known for its lively, occasionally light-hearted dialogue. All it did was fuel the rumors. Was there going to be a big announcement? Would a new product be released by Coinbase soon? On the other hand, was something significantly more significant in the works? People began to form camps as the hours passed. Some thought it was all just a malfunction in Coinbase's system and that it will be fixed before morning, while some took it as a portent of a new burn event or an eagerly anticipated utility upgrade. Others saw it as the beginning of a huge collaboration. A small number of gloomy souls expressed concern that this would signal an impending delisting or regulatory crackdown. Still, no one had a clue. Insomniac and addicting, the unknown was both. Another bombshell came down at the last possible moment, heightening the tension even further. Some of the wallets that were part of the huge Shiba Inu transactions began communicating with smart contracts associated with Shibarium and Zipto, according to a prominent blockchain experts thread. On top of that, Coinbase had whitelisted one of the wallets earlier this year during a big token integration. The puzzle pieces began to fit together all of a sudden. Were new features for the Shiba Inu ecosystem going to be added to Coinbase? Some have speculated that this might be a new staking product or the long-awaited link to actual payments. The conjecture could not be halted. Prominent figures joined the fray, adding fuel to the fire with their competing hypotheses. Some people thought something huge was about to happen because of the recent spike in Shiba Inu's burn rate, which reached over 284 million tokens burned in just one day. Others brought attention to the increase in the number of transactions on Shibarium. It appears as though Coinbase is preparing to enable Layer 2 swaps or maybe direct staking. Hope began to seep back into the story as the focus changed from panic to possibility. However, the confusion persisted. Coinbase ended its tight-lipped status at the start of the U.S. trading session, however it refrained from making an official announcement. They instead discreetly changed their status page to reflect that ERC-20 token withdrawals occasionally failed. Shiba Inus are not mentioned. Why the enormous whale does what it does remains a mystery. All they could say was that their engineers were looking into it. Holders felt a mix of relief and new anxiety as a result. Is what happened here the beginning of something far greater? During this time, data stored on the blockchain revealed its own narrative. While Shiba Inu exchange inflows hit a month-low, cold wallet withdrawals reached a record high. The actions of traders seeking to unload are not indicative of that. It's a tried-and-true indicator that large investors are getting ready for something huge, something they think will boost value rather than lower it. On the other side, the community was not one to sit on its hands. The activity level in the Telegram and Discord communities skyrocketed. In an effort to piece together the transactions, people began to monitor each wallet individually, drawing linkages and conjecturing about possible motivations. Something more was planned, a hodl wave. Appealing to all individuals to be steadfast and not be rattled by the unpredictable market. Shiba Inu seemed to be the sole topic of conversation among crypto enthusiasts for a few chaotic hours, as memes and arguments abounded. On the other hand, an unexpected source provided the most intriguing turn of events. A screenshot purportedly taken from an internal memo at Coinbase. The letter suggested that additional features for the Shiba Inu environment would soon be supported and went viral, and guaranteed that consumers would see the news first. Did it exist? Is it real or not? It was precisely at the right moment, though no one could say for sure. Hope that the mayhem was orchestrated had been dormant until the disclosure. A strategy to advance Shiba Inu to a higher level. The price started to level off as the day progressed. The erratic swing leveled off, and the market began to experience a fresh wave of expectation. People in the know started to provide their opinions. If Coinbase were to reveal new features or integrations, some are forecasting a huge rise. Until the truth was revealed, some cautioned that the air of doubt may persist, maintaining a high level of volatility. Everything was crystal clear, though Shiba Inu was the center of attention, and the entire crypto world would be watching his every action. As holders began to regain their composure in the late evening, Satoshi Kusama abruptly ended the hush with a single enigmatic tweet. Be patient. Behold, the future is at your fingertips. Missing information, not confirmed, just the right amount to whip up yet another round of wild speculation in the community. Had everyone been waiting for this hint? Would the Coinbase story soon come to a surprising conclusion? Everything changed in the storyline at this time. What began as a tale of despair due to blocked transactions and whale maneuvers evolved into one of optimism, potential and tension. Everyone in the town was on the same page, feeling both fear and excitement. What the fuck did Coinbase do? Was the question on everyone's mind. If whales were in motion, why? What follows is the most crucial question. Late in the evening, a different hypothesis started to gel. Some users have seen that a previously unseen contract is now communicating with the wallets that were engaged in the transfers. Words like staking, auto burn, and cross-chain bridge appeared in the code of the contract. Could this finally be the integration that holders of Shiba Inu tokens have been waiting for? The ability to automatically burn tokens, transfer assets across blockchains and earn rewards. There were hints, but the solutions remained elusive. Even the doubters had begun